How are arguments against the Bible self-defeating? Welcome to Critical Thinking Scan, where we look at how you can think about any faith-challenging message and arrive at a biblical, logical conclusion yourself. I'm Patricia Engler, and today let's begin part 1 of 2 videos on one of the most crucial fallacies to recognize in order to defend your faith with gentleness and respect. It's called the stolen concept fallacy, and it happens whenever arguments assume the truth of the same things they're trying to challenge. For instance, imagine I said, you know what, I don't believe in air. I can't see it, can't taste it, I don't think it exists. You might answer, but Patricia, you're using air to tell me that you don't believe in air. And air is carrying the sound waves that we're using to communicate right now. You just pointed out that I'm relying on the same concept I'm trying to disprove. That's a self-defeating argument involving a stolen concept fallacy. And this fallacy is so important to recognize because it's often embedded in worldview discussions, hot topics, and objections to Christianity, since making any logic, science, or morality-based argument against the Bible requires borrowing certain biblical principles. Let's run through just 6 of those principles now. Principle 1, truth. A biblical worldview provides a consistent basis for truth to exist and to be knowable because God is the ultimate source of absolutes. Episode 43 unpacks why secular worldviews don't support absolute truth. So let's move on to principle number 2, logic. A biblical worldview teaches that an unchanging God, who's the source of truth, created an orderly universe which operates under logical principles. And he designed humans in his image as logical beings who can reason about their logical universe. So logic is philosophically grounded in a biblical worldview. But, as linked resources document, not an atheist one's. Because a biblical worldview provides the basis for truth and for logic, it also provides the basis for knowledge and scientific reasoning, which are principles number 3 and 4. However, as linked resources explain in detail, atheism doesn't supply a foundation for certainly knowing anything. We're not all-knowing, and we have to inductively construct what we think we know from the information our senses give us. But we have no way of absolutely knowing whether our senses are for sure reliable or even real. And as a linked article points out, relying on our senses to inform us about whether our senses can reliably inform us is circular. But a biblical worldview teaches that our all-knowing, unchanging, eternal God gave us faculties for knowledge and reason, and he reveals absolutes through his word, and he created a logical universe where scientific reasoning is possible. Next, principle number 5 is morality. Episodes 61 and 62 unpack how a biblical worldview, but not secularism, provides a consistent foundation for objective morality. So let's wrap up with principle number 6, which states that human life matters. Biblically, every human life has objective, lasting value and meaning because God created every human in his image. He loves us, he died for us, he seeks relationship with us. And because a biblical worldview provides a foundation for morality, it also supplies a basis for treating actions which harm, exploit, or devalue human life as morally wrong. So the Bible provides a consistent basis for human rights. But if humanity is just a byproduct of naturalistic evolution, an accident with no ultimate purpose but surviving and no ultimate purpose for survival, then no human life has objective, lasting value or meaning. Humans are only valuable to each other to the extent that they can support one another's survival and reproduction, and even those things are ultimately meaningless within a naturalistic worldview. Humans have no more rights in the grand scheme of reality than any other evolved animal, and even personhood can mean whatever we define it to be. Defining some persons as more evolved than others, and therefore more entitled to the rights of personhood, has contributed to some of recent history's worst atrocities, as linked articles document in depth. Altogether, a biblical worldview, not a naturalistic one, provides a consistent basis for principles of truth, logic, knowledge, scientific reasoning, morality, and the value of every human life. And these principles are themselves immaterial, so couldn't truly exist within a materialistic worldview anyway. We'll see more on how to ask big-picture questions that identify these principles in stolen concept arguments next time, and we'll clear up some caveats as well. Meanwhile, for more on how to think critically about any faith-challenging message, you can access my other CT Scan episodes packed with tactics, tips, and tools that helped me as a Christian student at Secular University. Thank you for watching. Hey, it's Patricia. Just wanting to let you know that if you like these videos, are on board to share the message of biblical authority, and want to give, you're welcome to help Answers in Genesis produce more content like this and equip more people to defend their faith by making a one-time donation or becoming a monthly supporter by clicking the link below. Thanks so much.